viele Sängerinnen oder Sänger haben schon etwas zu sagen, geschweige denn etwas Eigenes, auf eine wirklich eigene Art und Weise. Sie teilt sich auf eine völlig einzigartige Weise mit.
I think people are always scared of new things. If you want to make something happen that hasn't happened before, you've got to allow yourself to make a lot of mistakes. Then the real magic will happen. Because if you just play it really safe, you won't get any treats.
You cannot say that Bjork is copying anybody.
Björk kopiert niemanden. Diese Persönlichkeit ist absolut einzigartig. Diese Wärme, diese ganze Lebenseinstellung. Dazu dieses Kinderherz und ihr isländisches Lebensgefühl.
I come from Iceland, and this harbour is probably my roots, you know, and the weather and the mountains. For me, this is the heart of Reykjavik. I never try to do things that are Icelandic, you know. I don't sort of go out of my way. Just the fact that like all my family 1,000 years back are Icelandic, and I was born here with all those things inside me, and with that face and this body, you know, and with these influences, I think that's enough. I don't have to. It's so much subconsciously there. I don't have to focus on it consciously as well. But yeah, there is a big chunk there. I live by the ocean. During the night, I dive into it. Underneath, I'll curl down by the bottom. I try. This is where I'm staying. This is my home. Well, I always sang since I was a kid. It has always been like my natural reaction to things. My stepfather, who started with my mother when I was 4, and he played me a lot of music and had a lot of time for me. And he used to sit with me every evening sometimes. We would write down a lot of lyrics, we'd go through things, we'd pick up the chords. And he used to be in a top 40 band in Iceland.
Voru vitringarnir 3 frá Austurlöndum. Kaspar, Melchior og Baltasar.
They sent me to classical music school when I was 5. And I was there for 10 years. It was very conservative, but I was a bit of a rebel. I would do my own little projects in the corner. I would get a lot of freedom. I would talk to a lot of, that's how I got introduced to like Tessa Stockhouse and electronic music. You know, I basically got introduced to all music there is. I mean, in European, at least, let's say 400 or 500 years. And even though I ended up deciding that majority of it was not maybe my cup of tea, at least I knew it existed. So I could like say, okay, I've dealt with this, you know? So I think very quickly I said, okay, you got classical music, you got pop, you got jazz, and everybody thinks their stuff is great and the rest is crap. I just really quickly loved introducing my grandparents to Jimi Hendrix stuff, or my mum to classical stuff, or bringing jazz records to school, you know. And then it just kind of came out that when I started being in bands, because I was so kind of obsessed with new things getting made, that I kind of ended up just being on the microphone, you know. But it was a very natural process. I've been singing professionally more or less since I was about 11, 12.
Góði Guð falei mömmu frá, hún háttar mig og baðar og mér hjá. Svo klæðir hún mig í náttföt hlý, Guð blessi pappa, ég glemdi því.
It's a small town and people knew I did gigs, I played flute, I sang. And then this guy wanted to make a children's record. It sold 5,000 copies, which is gold in Iceland. But then they wanted to do, then it came out in the record company, and the record company was like, they wanted to do another one, but I didn't want to. So I said, okay, that's it. Because I felt very awkward. I was doing interviews and all sort of stuff, and people recognized me in the street and my school. I got much more attention than I wanted before I asked for it, where I think a lot of people don't get the attention till long after they want it. So I immediately sorted out in my head that that's not what I want. I want to make music.